Okay, so Rose, you were here patiently waiting. See? Oh, she's behind me. Okay, as you know, we are making special collections, right? It is for Journey House and Peace House. And you've been really good. There's lots of nice stuff out there for Rose to haul home. So we asked Rose just to take a few minutes to tell us about this awesome endeavor. Okay, Rose, you're on.
I'm going to first give an overview of the organization, Journey to New Life, and they begin with a little video.
Many of us don't really know darkness. We're blessed by the light of family and friendship. This is just not reality for everyone.
My mother dumped me at the babysitter when I was 2 weeks old. She never came back.
My earliest memories are nightmares of abuse.
How could I trust anyone? I couldn't even trust my father.
When I was 14, I felt confident for the first time, cooking and selling drugs.
I just couldn't shake my demons.
There is no excuse for drug addiction or a life of crime, but there is understanding. Men and women released from prison don't know where to turn. Those who come to us find guidance and compassion, not judgment. Journey manages to assist close to 2,000 individuals per year. Those who have mental illness, substance abuse addictions, and criminal records. Journey to New Life and Journey House provide help with immediate necessities as simple as new shoes or bus passes, and as complex as health and mental care. More importantly, we give them the courage to change through counseling and emotional support, employment and job skills training, as well as housing.
I feel love for the first time.
I'm never going back to doing drugs.
I'm working on my education.
My son now lives with me again.
At Journey, we believe it's our job to seal the cracks so people don't fall through. Our clients return to prison less than 10% of the time, compared to a national rate of 68%. In addition, the cost for Journey to help turn a life around is 25% of the cost of government incarceration. Through your generous contributions, we are able to serve thousands of men and women.
Now I show others the love that Journey showed me.
I show others the love Journey showed
Now
me.
I show others the love that Journey showed me.
As Journey to New Life began in 2013 and developed collaborative relationships, one day this director of another nonprofit just a block away came to us and said, there's a big house very close to here that would be excellent for housing, and we want you together with other nonprofits around here to see you know, who would be the best agency to have this house. Well, the group did meet and decided that Journey to New Life was the one. However, Georgia said, well, we don't have the money. And because of the partnerships and collaboration, what that agency said to us, well, I know a donor that wants to provide housing for women. So, boy, did we pounce on that one. And met with the woman, and it turned out that she asked a gazillion questions and wrote a check for $350,000 and handed it to us. So that's how we got Journey House. And Georgia kept getting calls from the prison saying, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come. And then in 2019, we became aware that the Benedictine sisters from Atchison had a convent that just 2 sisters were living in, and it had 22 bedrooms. And so again, here's opportunity. And so we talked with them about price, and they came down to offering it at 1/3 the cost. And we were able to find donors to help us with that because of the success of Journey House. And so in 2019, we opened Peace House, and that was the name of the convent. And we said, can we keep that name? And they said, sure. And they did that with the price because they wanted to be part of the ministry. So they see that as a joint ministry. So when we talk about joining with other groups and other religious communities, those are 2 examples that definitely took place. When we were going to open Journey House, we were living, 6 of us were living at the convent in Kansas City, and Georgia said, who wants to live there? Well, Sister Martha, that was in her late 80s, was the first one that she immediately said yes. And then Sister Gabe said yes. And I said, I want to sleep on it. And the next morning said yes. And so the 4 of us moved in the very first day that we got it. And it's hard to describe the experience of living there, but it was wonderful. I learned so much and gained so much from that experience. And as we know now, close to 80 to 90% of the women that came to us have substance abuse issues. So therefore, frequently, children are affected, their whole family is affected. The family situation may be why they became addicted. And most of the people that get into addictions are covering the pain, doing it to cover the pain of something that's gone on in their life. And the other is 60% have mental illnesses. And we have criminalized, rather than treating as an illness, substance abuse and mental illness. So if we want to make a systemic change, we've got to work for that one. Stop criminalizing it, changing our laws so that they get treatment, not punitive justice system, which just creates even more harm. The women have many challenges. We try to take away as many barriers as we can. And the thing, though, that I think was most important and most rewarding about living with them was that they would make comments like, "You loved me when nobody else could love me." And I couldn't even love myself. And Sister Gabe is so personable that Father Jerry Waris would give her money that he got from some collections and say, "Do something for the women." So she would get a birthday cake. And it wasn't unusual, again, for them to say, "This is the first birthday cake I've ever had in my life. And this is family. And the first family that I have had." Sister Gabe would do things like have prayer, evening Bible study that was optional. It wasn't mandatory. It was optional if they wanted to participate. And we just were around and available. I came home from a meeting one night, and one of the women was sitting on the front porch smoking. That's one of the things that was surprising, was that almost 100% of them still smoke. But she looked very sad. And I said, "You look sad." And she said, "I just learned I lost custody of my 3 kids." So I sat down and was just with her. And when you live with them and have those kinds of opportunities, it's a whole different relationship than a case manager or doing for them. It's a whole different relationship. So it was really an opportunity. When Sister Martha became ill, she came to Nazareth. So she was the first one of us to move out. And then 3 years ago, when I was going to turn 80, I said to the group, "We need to plan for when we're going to leave here so that there's something in place and we don't just have a crisis on our hands." And in the meantime, the state of Missouri had created a training program and a statewide certification for peer support personnel. And so we decided to offer that to any of the graduates of Journey House to take that training, get that certification, and then we would consider hiring them as peer support personnel. Well, they started lining up. They wanted to do this. So by the time we left, and then with Peace House, when we opened it, there's now 2 peer support resident managers at Peace House and 2 support peer managers at Journey House. So graduates of our program are now serving others that are coming out. And that's not only very rewarding for them, but a role model to those that are coming out. So it's a win-win all the way around. There have been many sisters and associates that have been involved in Peace House and Journey House in so many different ways. And that includes painting. It includes helping with the 20 raised garden beds. It means many different things. And I have completed my terms on the board of directors and moved on. I still help with the fundraising. Sister Marie Harris had nothing else to do, so she's she's the chair of the board now. Peggy Baker was chair of the board prior to that. There have been, Patty Clune lived with us for a while. Fran Voivodich lived with us for a while. And so many have been involved in so many different ways, and anybody that's been involved or even helped with contributions. Carrie Arnold stopped by one weekend and saw Journey House and helped us out with a fundraiser we had just recently. So anybody that's helped out in any way, please stand. Yeah, come on, y'all. Thank you. And before I forget it, I want to thank everyone that has helped with bringing things. And parishes do that. We've got the whole city involved in helping with things. One of the things I want to mention also is that in my personally doing this work for many years, I have become so convinced that our punitive system is just creating more harm. And so I've had the opportunity to work with Center for Conflict Resolution, which does restorative justice. And that's where I'm putting my energies now, is with restorative justice. We need to do both, just like we talked about the other day with the prophecy and what was the other? Mysticism. We need to do both. We need to do both. And so we've got lots of opportunities that we as a province can utilize in terms of those types of issues, that when you see an opportunity to do it, do it. And so thank you very much. Oh, I do that all the time. I forgot my slides. That's the original group that had moved in. And of course, Lily's the dog, after Sister Lil Newbor. That's the dining room table with 20 women. And that's Gabe walking 2 of the kids of the women. Lots of love going around. And then celebration. Okay. Thank you.